Hello friends, good morning. I want to talk about Heartkiss, which is the musical collective of the Love Department of the Service Guild that I have with my friend Aspen, who's in the Love Department. Last year I was staying in New York City and I ended up staying with Aspen, and a friend suggested that I might stay with her and said, hey, y'all should make music when you're together because you're making music and Aspen loves to make music and you should do that. And I was like, okay, cool, we could try making music. I honestly didn't have very high expectations for it, just because I didn't know Aspen and I didn't know how it would go. And sometimes when you're collaborating with someone, it goes really well and sometimes it doesn't, and so I just had low expectations of like, yeah, we'll try making music together and maybe it'll be fine, maybe it won't, who knows. And then it was great. We really hit it off and we were like, we should do this again. So we kept making music, and last year we made, I think, 5 tracks, and I made music videos for them as well. So we made 5 music videos from our tracks, and yeah, it was just a blast. I think we really hit it off creatively and had a lot of good chemistry and complemented each other well. And I think we both brought different things to our collaboration that made it really successful. And Aspen, of course, had extensive musical experience. She'd been producing music for years as kind of a hobby and on different projects, and also plays guitar and bass and just had musical sensibility. She had a studio that we could use, and also just really good creative energy. I think there are people who are really talented, who are very focused on their own gifts and their own strengths, but she's really good at supporting me and giving me a psychologically safe place to make music. And also whenever we collaborate with people, because we've pulled in a number of different friends who make music at this point on our tracks, she's really good at drawing out their gifts, whatever their skill level is, and showing her belief that everyone is musical and pulling that out of people and helping them to make something that they're proud of, where they're like, yeah, that's me, and that was really cool. And I love that. I love watching her do that. I love watching her empower people in that way. Yeah, and I think, of course, I had my Metawave vision, and I wanted to make music related to love, and I wanted it to be sort of dance music, sort of progressive trance, deep house type stuff. And yeah, I had a sense of taste, and yeah, I was also working actively on making music, and that was a priority for me. And yeah, I think I also bring a like activation energy, like a context to do something, and the desire to finish things. Aspen has talked to me about, like, when she was making music on her own, music production type stuff in Ableton, she would start a lot of things and then have a hard time finishing them, and it would also just not be as fun because it was just her in her studio working alone. But it's much more fun with other people, and so I think I provide a context and an activation energy to work on things, and a vision and taste for what it looks like, and yeah, the desire to finish it as well. I want to put things out there and release them and share them with the world, be able to use them at our dance parties and make music videos, that sort of thing. So it's been really good. I love the songs that we've made. I think we've made 6 now because we released another song earlier this year. It was 5 last year and 1 so far this year. We have 2 tracks that we're actively working on right now, and it's just been really good. I think we've figured out more and more about how we like to work together and what we're trying to do. And yeah, at a certain point after we made the tracks last year, I was just like, we should keep doing this. And I pitched Aspen on it, and initially she had some reservations because I travel all over the place and she didn't want to necessarily do it remotely. And I was like, no, I'll just come to you and we'll make music together in person. So I come to see her periodically, and we make music together and work on our tracks over time, and we'll see how that goes. And so far it's been very good. I think we both have a sense of a larger vision and goals of what might be possible if we keep doing this for years and decades. And I really want my own musical skills to grow over time, and this is something I talked about recently, but if you're persistent with something, if you work at it persistently, not necessarily consistently or even regularly, but persistently over time, you can get really good. And you may not be the best in the world, you may not be the foremost person, but you can really develop excellence and skill and competence to high degrees. And yeah, we have a shared vision of love music and what love music can be, and that's something we both really care about. And I think there's just this opportunity to make really, really cool, soulful, alive, loving, kind, playful music that we find beautiful. I love all the tracks we've made so far. They're so vibrant, and in a lot of cases I've never heard something quite like what we've made before, and it really speaks to my heart and to our hearts, I think. And it's a little bit like fiction for me in that I've read so many novels and loved so many stories, and yet I was starting to get dissatisfied with all the stories that were on offer that were pre-made, because there was kind of an itch in me that wasn't getting scratched. And in the same way, I love so much music, and Aspen loves so much music, and it's also just cool to make your own thing and have it express your heart. And on that note, we both love the name Heart Kiss. We came up with some different names and settled on Heart Kiss as one we both felt really good about. It sort of speaks to love and the heart and the practice of love that we're trying to spread through our music, but it's also a little reverent and a little playful and silly. So we love that. And I think we both, Aspen pitched me on this, but I love this idea of it being a music collective. It's not a band, it's a collective, and we have a larger intention that's held within the love department of the Service Guild, and we're just bringing together musical friends to work on music and to collaborate. And some tracks will have me and Aspen and one person, and then another track will be me and Aspen and 2 or 3 other people. Some tracks might just be me and Aspen, and it's sort of a collective, and that feels like the right frame for what we want to do, of a rotating cast of characters, of musical friends, and people who we enjoy working with, who have musical talent, who have musical gifts. And together, we can really make music that's cooler than any one of us could do alone. I listen to the tracks that we've made, I hear the different people that contributed on them and be like, oh yeah, that's Aspen playing bass, or that's Elle playing piano, or that's Rosemary singing. And you can kind of pick it out and hear their voice if they're singing and all of that. And it feels good. It feels really good to recognize my friends in the music that we make, and their talents are woven in, and the songs are so much more beautiful because of what they contributed. Certainly if it was just me, it'd be like ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. But even just me and Aspen, there's only so much 2 people can do, and when we have really talented instrumentalists that we can bring in as kind of session musicians or vocalists or what have you, and people contribute their sense of taste too. They're like, oh, I really like this, or I don't like this. And it's cool when we're in the studio and we're playing back different bits of things we make. Like, you can tell when something really hits. Like, oh, I love that. People's bodies start moving. And there's this feeling, I've tweeted about this before, but like, oh, I wish we were just already in the club dancing to this. Like, that's when you know it's going well. So, yeah, it's been such a joy to play in this way. I think that's something Aspen has taught me, is that music is play. It's a form of play, and I'm really about fun and play generally, and to be reminded that we actually play music. We play music. It's not work. It's not a task. It's not something you do. It's you play together. You play together, and the play is foremost. The songs and the recordings are sort of secondary. They're a byproduct of playing together, and that's the most important thing. And I think we both really value having fun, making sure that it's fun while we're collaborating and while we're making the music that we're doing, and that being the most important thing. And that's also the sort of the lead indicator that it's going to be of service, that people are going to resonate with it, that's going to have a benefit, that's going to be an impact. So it's the best of both worlds there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this evolves over time. Aspen's a really committed person. She's a very serious person. She's very dedicated, and I am as well. And when you are dedicated to something over years, you just get better at it, and you grow, and the things that you become capable of grow over time. So we'll see how this project unfolds over time, and looking forward to hopefully releasing a couple of tracks later this year that we've been working on. And you can check out our music. We have a page, serviceguild.fun/heartkiss. There's a dash between heart and kiss. I'll put in the links to this. You can get our music videos on YouTube. They're on my channel. You can get our music on Spotify now, and also we're on SoundCloud, and you can even, I think, download the tracks there. We both really value having Creative Commons licenses on what we make, so our tracks are Creative Commons licensed, so you can do stuff with them, and yeah, feels really good to release music in that way. But anyway, go check us out, listen to our music, and stay tuned for more tracks.